Jeez.
All right, we're hot. We're live.
I've ate so much string cheese.
You're gonna be farting the whole time.
No, I can control it. My stomach will hurt though.
All right, here we are, and Adam has a lot to talk about.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for George to announce.
Adam what?
Shapiro.
Dope
Adam
name.
Shapiro.
That's a great name. It's a powerful name.
Yeah.
I like the new open when George gives us the welcome to.
Which one?
The one I put on the last episode.
Oh, there I went. Whoa, we're not doing that every time, are we?
I thought so. I thought
We're supposed to, but we don't have it nailed. We don't have it nailed. We give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh God.
Remember?
I like it. It's like it feels very official. Start.
Welcome, everybody.
I thought you were going to use that one, and then we introduce Adam Shapiro. Like after you, that's a canned one,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
right?
Whatever you feel.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I know. He's nervous.
No, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Well, you did. I'm starting to perspire now. He might have. He's a good vibe. He needs to be
All right,
here.
no, I want to
told
be
you.
like, I've been waiting to come
staple?
on. I
A staple?
Well, the thing is, I'm not an expert at saving money is the problem. So I'm like listening.
No one is.
I'm listening to the show to help me. You know what I mean? Like that's why I was a little bit hesitant to come
is
on
it
because should
helpful?
people really be listening to me?
Yeah,
But I think if we just discuss stuff, I think it'll help.
Yeah, we just vibe out.
Yes.
let's vibe out.
So what's been going on?
Oh,
It's great up here, by the way. The vibe is.
It's amazing.
We're here.
I love it.
We're
That
here.
sign gives me the tingles.
You know when you go to like those VIP,
And the jingles.
yeah, you know you go to like a VIP area where like you have to go through a secret door and you end up in like a secret.
It's like,
It's like a hideout.
in Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
This
love
is. It's like a private hideout. I
Yes.
like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. But Adam Shapiro, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I
thanks
really
for
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
So we're not doing intro.
Well,
It's up to you.
I
You
felt
Nah.
like you were.
You're
in
tingling
there.
your-
This is the intro. This is organic. This is better.
Yeah, okay,
This is
it's
actually
better.
better.
Okay, well-
Welcome to Born Broke. Oh, like, hey, come on. Go ahead.
Now I'm really. I don't know what to do. I don't
What
know
are we
to
talking about? What are
Hey,
we talking about?
those
Look.
waters, by the way, are so ridiculous.
That's why he put his on the floor.
they're hiding
this
mine.
clanking isn't working either.
Well, I'll stay away. Adam's really smart. He took a little sip of that little baby.
Call me Shaps. Call me Shaps.
Shaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Ooh.
Shapiro's my last name. Everyone calls me Shaps.
What's up, Shaps?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So why don't you start it off, George? This is good small talk, but let's go into it. Give us the OG intro.
Oh, we're doing the OG
Yeah,
intro
let's do
again.
it. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Just for the edit. Come on.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to Born Broke with Mike Hofarth. And today we have a very special guest. These guys actually work together, believe it or not. Adam Shapiro.
Better known as Shapsy.
Shapsy.
Yes,
What's up, buddy?
yes,
How are
what's
ya?
up? Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about what's going on. You got a new car.
I did get a new car.
Ooh.
Well, I got,
Yeah.
Please do tell.
well, first of all, I've always been like a SUV guy, like big. I'm a
Yeah.
bigger guy. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I like big
You
cars.
like room.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what was your first car ever?
That I owned?
Yeah.
Or that I like borrowed from my parents in high
No,
school?
that you owned. Like
oh my
your
gosh.
first one. You know what I mean?
My first car that I owned was a Toyota 4Runner. Remember my gray Toyota 4, the first gen.
That's pretty badass.
With the little, it was a 2-door.
Yeah, it's a little. I remember.
And I had to buy the steering wheel that was like,
Smaller.
that it was smaller just so I can like do a U-turn and like shift at the same time without hitting my knees. It's a true story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the thing was rusted out. I tried to pick up this girl at Pepperdine, and I picked her up and like, hey, come on in. And I opened the door for her, and it would just, it like made that crunching noise, and this dust just falls like right next to her shoe, and I'm just like, and she gets in, and she just couldn't stop like looking at my car. It was kind of like in disgust.
Oh.
But anyway, that was my first car. But I thought it was his interview talking about the new whip.
No,
that he
well,
just
my
bought.
point is mine was a Honda Civic, two-door
yeah.
Honda Civic,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, I had that thing for like 13 years. And I think I sold it for like $2,500 cash even at, like it really
It was a
retained
Honda.
its value.
It's a
you know what I
Honda.
mean? Yes.
Yeah.
But it was like you said, knees and my hair would touch the top of the back when I had more hair. It would touch the top of the ceiling, like I cramming into it was horrible. You know, it was great. I loved that car.
Years. Yeah.
It was the best. But at the same time, I was ready to get something bigger. When I finally bought my first one, another my better one, I got a Cherokee, and then I was nice. Then I was hooked into SUVs, big SUVs, right? And so eventually I got a good deal on a Lexus GX, which was
that's their big car,
it was
right?
a big car. I leased it. I leased it for it was my first lease I ever had for $500 a month or so. It was a good deal, $520 or whatever.
Right.
And then I would just renew that truck every 3 years. Because I'm not a car guy. I don't like shopping for them or dealing with the deals and stuff. You're better at that stuff, you know. I'm just
Mike likes it.
Mike likes it. I'm just
I like to negotiate.
I'm just I got a 2015, a 2018, a 2022, but then they start upping the another $100 a month, $100 a month. Then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I'm spending, and then gas went up.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm looking for a new car, and I didn't think about. Me and my wife were looking at a Tahoe actually. And
does she drive the decision?
She loves Tahoes.
So who makes the decision?
No. We do it together, but she loves a Tahoe. Yeah. She has a Tahoe that's on its last legs. She won't give it up.
Okay.
Right, but we got safe gas guzzlers. Yeah. We're I'm looking at my bill. I would say a tip is to list out your stuff, because I never would do that, and I started listening to you guys. And I'm listing out
your priorities,
a monthly list of the dollars going out, on paper,
a whole budget,
like a budget.
Yeah.
What are we spending?
Yeah. Well, he listens. He paid attention.
I paid attention.
I listened to him.
I did the list, and I'm looking at the gas, and sometimes it's over $1,100 a month on gas.
Yeah.
And so we were looking at the new Tahoe, and I wasn't even planning on getting it, but we were just looking at it because that's fun. And I saw a Blazer. And I was like, what, is that an EV car, an electric car? And the guy was like, he's like, yeah, that's the EV Blazer. And I'm going so it's like a big golf cart, kind of making fun of it. And he's like, go drive it around the block.
Yeah, whip.
He was cool. He was like, drive it around the block. It's fast.
All the electric cars.
That was the big thing. Step your foot on the gas on these electric cars. It's whew,
you're gone.
Instant.
You're gone. It's a whole different vibe, right?
No lag, yeah.
And then the deals they're doing are crazy. So my point is lease or buy is always the big, lease. And I'm kind of, I don't care. I'll lease or I'll buy. I've done both my whole life.
Yeah.
But incentives is where it's at.
Bingo.
Incentives. It doesn't matter if you lease or buy. If whatever the deal is this month is what you should be going for.
Right.
And that's what I've kind of figured out finally now. So I decided to start looking into EV cars after I did that test drive.
Yeah.
And there's deals like crazy.
Were you nervous going from gas to EV?
Yes, because I didn't
Why?
know. Because, first of all, it's charging anxiety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what if there's a blackout?
Range,
you know what I mean?
anxiety.
Range. I mean, I'm driving 60 miles a day.
Yeah, because this isn't a hybrid now we're talking about. We're talking
this
all
is
electric.
full. I'm all or nothing guy.
Okay.
So it's I knew I was going gas or electric, right?
Yeah.
But I felt there's a whole new ball game, right? So, but the incentives, when you look at all the things, it's you could do an upfront payment and knock $2,000 off the price. You could do Costco member knocks $1,000 off the price.
Wow.
You can get a rebate where they'll put a charger at your house. Which, by the way, if you're gonna do one of these EV cars, I think you gotta have a charger at your house. If I didn't have a charger at my house that I had installed or whatever, I don't think I would have done it because that I would be too. Because you go to these places, and it's sometimes the charger doesn't work, or the app doesn't connect. There's a line, or you don't even know. It's not like getting gas.
No.
But I don't miss getting.
And
gas.
then you have to find a charger.
You have to find. They're pretty good about. There's maps, and you can ask the screen. There's a lot of software stuff going on built in.
Gotcha.
But that's a little bit of a learning curve too, I have to say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's you're pressing a lot more buttons. It's not like a gear shift.
Oh, yeah,
it's a little.
So you got the Blazer?
No, I ended up getting a Lyric.
A what?
Cadillac Lyric. I know
Oh.
it's a weird name.
It sounds like a fancy cat.
It is.
Lyric.
It is. It is kind of like a fancy cat.
What in the heck is going on
What's
with
going
your
on? Everything
face?
all right?
You okay?
No, I'm doing a relocation of the
What was it?
microphone without trying to make noise. Now you're bringing attention
Did you
to
see
it.
the face though?
Yeah, it was good.
That was a dude. That
was
face
good.
was rough. Okay, sorry. So you got a Cadillac.
I got a Lyric.
Yearlick.
Yes. No one can remember the name. It's so funny. It's like I told. They're like, "What do you get? A Leviathan
Can
or
we get a photo here?
yeah,
that
maybe
mine?
we could.
You know, we could put it in the edit too.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we bring it up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you anyway.
It's hot.
What
It's
kind
a
of-
hot car. I've
It's
seen
cool.
What's the 0 to 60? You know it.
I think it's like
You got
5
it.
seconds or something.
No,
6
I bet
seconds.
you it's better.
Yeah, it's a lot faster than the SUV.
It's probably better.
It's
Like that's like
Yeah.
when a lot of moves that I would make on the highway where like I'm looking in the rear view and like I could see a car coming up, and I'm like, normally I'd be like, oh, I could see her going, but now
You're like gone.
I could jet in there like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
problem.
You got new moves.
I got new moves.
I got new moves.
I got new moves to make. Well, here's the thing. When I was yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice looking car, huh?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Tesla's cornered the market on all the EV stuff. So now these car companies, they want to get these cars on the road.
Okay.
You know,
See
they
this thing?
Yeah.
Look at the grill.
Yeah, dude, it's hot. I've
See,
seen
because
it.
Tesla's obviously owns the market, but it doesn't look like that.
No, I
You
know.
see what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what I-
Lucid is another one. Like there's all these companies that are, they have to make the style look good because, I think Elon Musk did, like he open sourced his technology where other companies can use his EV. Like I think that's a thing.
I think it makes sense. I mean, if he
He
cornered
didn't-
the market and you open sourced it,
He's like letting everybody use it, but you can take your own design and make it how you want.
because are the
you know?
connectors different? Or are they
The
similar?
connectors are a little different. I'm still even
They are.
learning about that. Like
okay.
but the thing is, like, I ended up getting a Tesla charger
Oh,
that
so
fits
he-
into my thing.
he has a
It's a
Tesla
universal. It's a
Okay.
universal. They
Universal.
make a universal charger, and that's supposedly the best one or whatever. So the charger's about $400 or $500, right? But
That's
then
it.
they give you this particular deal. Gave you the installation rebate. You go through a company. There's a company an intermediary company that they connect you to the
Yeah.
electric companies that they have deals with or whatever.
Sure.
But that all worked out, and then but that's a deal breaker I think for me to charge at home because I wouldn't have been able to like.
Yeah, you gotta have.
gotta have the charger. So you gotta have
getting
a charger.
gas takes what 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
like you plug in, you got to sit there. Like I wasn't going to be able to do that unless you have a charger at work or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
So-
think a lot of people. Go ahead.
No.
No.
You're
Spit
saying
out-
a lot of
spit out your
no,
thought.
because mine are facts. Mine are facts. You're having conversation. Go for it.
You're the color guy.
No, I'm not the car guy. I like cars, but
No, the color. I said like he's play by play.
Oh yeah, okay, got it. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Now I lost my.
It's
thought.
okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, to buy the car?
Well, yeah.
Oh, here's another
Yeah.
thing. Here's another thing. So, my lease on my SUV,
The Lexus.
the Lexus.
Yeah.
I went to Lexus. They were going to offer me like $2,000 for it or something because there was equity in it
Yeah.
because of all the weirdness with the 2020 stuff. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, all the market. Yeah.
So CarMax, you could sell it to CarMax. They'll just
For cash.
give you a check.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it's the
dude.
best.
And so
For your lease.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's
It's the
pretty
best.
good deal.
CarMax is the best.
So what is their thing? They just like
Not if you have a
they
used
just
car
want the
though.
inventory. Like how is it? How
I don't know, man. Like my mom had a Cadillac, believe it or not, a Cadillac CTS, old. I don't even know what year it was. Old, like it was old. And like we took it to CarMax, and they just wrote us a check for it.
It's pretty good.
It was good. With no hassle.
but not in lieu to buy a car from them.
No, they just
No,
they
no.
write you a
Oh.
check and hand it to you. You walk away. You have
Oh, that's different.
And I was in a
Yes.
lease too. I didn't own
Yeah.
that car.
wow.
So you know it's pretty good.
That's good for the viewers to know. Check that out. Go to CarMax if you have a lease and you need cash. go.
CarMax.com.
I know. Should I not say brands?
No,
'Cause
it's
No,
there's,
why
like,
not?
Other ones do it too, like Carvana. I heard does it,
Yeah.
and like whatever.
Carvana.com.
this is a great point though. Honestly, this is a great point. If you're hard up for cash and you need the cash, you can go to these places. They'll write you a check on the spot for your car. Get the cash, downsize or whatever you have to do, and keep whatever's left over.
Not only that, when you go to a dealer for a trade-in, they'll give you a price that they'll pay for your car, but then don't just do that right away. You can go to CarMax, go to Carvana, or all these other places. Check the VIN. There's something like there's another one, but and then they offered me more than double. So like, and then they can honor that at the next.
Oh yeah, you know, can kind of take your bid in and it's price match or whatever.
It's a good move.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Maximize your money.
Yeah.
Do we have a 0 to 60? That's what we're here to talk about. We need to get the 0 to 60.
Whatever it is,
that's a sexy car.
I could feel it. If I really, you know what I mean? I could feel it like in the pit of my stomach.
Of course.
When I really,
and you're stuck to the back of your seat.
Holy cow!
And
it doesn't feel like you know, when you're on a roller coaster and you're going down, it's like, you're like,
and let me tell you, ladies love the 0 to 60, whether they admit it or not. They love it.
Yeah, I had my family in a car and kind of pushing it. Everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Hey,
everybody giggles when you have an electric car, and I test drove the 3, the little, the smaller, the cheapest Tesla model that they have. The slowest model, like the base.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, gives me the keys. I'm like, well, how long do you have? He's like, as long as you want. I went everywhere in Westlake, Thousand Oaks. I was just whipping, just getting on the freeway and that.
Were you ride sharing?
On the on-ramp.
Making some money, ride sharing?
No, I wasn't ride sharing. And I did Uber once. Oh, no, several times. As the driver, Ubering people.
That's another story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's another.
But take the on-ramp, like not full throttle, but safe, or I'm not going to wreck this test drive. And I had so much fun. And it was the base model. Yeah. And I couldn't. Kind of the same thing where once you feel the speed, the freeway looks different. You're like, I can teleport from here to there to wherever I want.
Just quick. Bam.
No lag.
Instant.
No lag. Like, oh, somebody's coming up on my rear, and you just go.
Dang.
You know? And all these Tesla folks used to drive Priuses now, and then they upgraded to those things. And then sometimes you'll see like an 80-year-old grandma with a Tesla at a red light, green light, darts right by you, full throttle. That's a little scary.
Yeah,
with that much power.
Scary.
Yeah.
It just is to me.
Throttle
like
foot.
Like the fact that she can accelerate. Can she actually react quick enough for how fast she's going?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Or it could be a grandpa.
Could have been, but this one it was actually a grandma.
Oh, okay.
Which traditionally women are worse drivers.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Is that true? Is that true?
I don't know.
Who gets in more accidents, women or men?
I don't know. You comment below. But remember, that's from George.
No, this is not like a sexist thing. I'm just saying, like,
just pure numbers.
Like, how many race car drivers?
Google.
There's a Danica Patrick.
Yeah, Google.
She's awesome.
Google it. Who's a better driver?
Where's your laptop?
I have my laptop here, but
aren't you the knowledge guy?
Yeah, but I think I want to hear from Shaps.
Yes,
I want to know. So you mentioned what are the priorities in going from gas to electric for you? What were the priorities?
The first one was the charger at home. I think that's the top priority. I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then like I'm gonna it's still new. So I'll let you know about the electric bill or whatever, but it's got to be less than spending $600 a month in gas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going 60 miles a day to work if I don't go anywhere after or before, so it's like I'm putting 60, 70 miles in the car base every day.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, dude.
So it's it's a instant savings in that sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then my wife's now looking for a car too because of the Tahoe's kind of on its last legs. It's like 100.
So what do you suggest in looking for a car?
Well, I don't know about having 2 electric cars. I don't know if I'm ready for that quite yet. I still want to because you got hybrid and plug-in hybrid and electric. There's a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
Like what if you want to go to Mammoth?
Well, that's the thing. I want to have, or what if there's a zombie apocalypse?
That's true. EMP strike.
Right.
This is why I was really excited for Shaps to come on the show, to be honest. I was really excited to hear from somebody
He needs to be a permanent staple.
Yeah,
I'm a consumer.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
You're a consumer who, look, I don't want to go electric because I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what if I need to go to Mammoth? Like, what am I going to do? I drive a big truck. The gas is guzzling. But
it's guzzling.
Yeah, it's guzzling. I get gas every 3 days because I drive the same amount of miles you do.
Yeah.
It's $150, $160 a day.
Then this is your show talking about personal finance. Where's your electric car?
Now, I used to drive Priuses, and they have no get up and go. They don't make your belly feel funny.
Those are dangerous when you get on the freeway. You're full throttle, and you're like, I'm going to get crunched by somebody from behind.
Yeah, because it's got like a tiny engine.
Tiny engine.
Yeah, but anyway,
you got to put it in power mode.
I was excited for you to come on because I wanted to hear firsthand from a consumer.
Yeah.
Going from gas.
Yes.
To EV and what you're feeling.
I'm
Like,
feeling so far so good. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like if you got the charger at home, it's just like charging your phone. Like if you can keep your phone charged, and you're together enough to do that, then you can keep your car charged. I
If
mean,
you're
it's good.
together enough to charge your
Well, you know what I mean? Like if you're the type of person that your phone's always dead, I wouldn't get an EV car.
That's a good
Because
point.
you gotta plug it in and make sure, because like it's also not mile for mile. Like let's say I'm going 60 miles, right?
Yeah.
It's all right. Let's say I plug it in overnight and it ends up giving you 280 miles worth of juice.
Yeah.
Right? That's not 280 miles because you're running the AC, you're charging your phone, you're doing stuff. So like it might be a little more than that. So like once it gets to like you're under 100 miles, you're going to want to charge that thing.
Yeah.
But most of these cars get 280, 300 on the top charge. It's like, that's a lot of miles.
But driving, how?
Driving,
fragile?
well, I'm driving on the highway, like it's...
But kind of cruising, or are you getting on it?
Well, I'm getting on it here and there, but like, like it's a lot of traffic. It's LA, so, what are you going to do? So like, can't go too fast too much because it's just like, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. So, but you ended up with this Cadillac.
Yeah.
But you said you were looking at a Blazer. How'd you go from a Blazer to a Cadillac?
The Blazer was it just happened to be there. We were looking at this new Tahoe, which we were like, does this come in electric? They were like, yeah, get out of here. So like, but then the Blazer was right there. We weren't even thinking about an EV car. The guy was like pretty cool about test drive. He's like, just take it. Like, let's go for a test drive. And I was like, I didn't love it, but it wasn't so bad where it kind of opened up my mind to kind of like, maybe I should... That's why I was thinking about incentives. If I want to save money, like what's the best deal this month on EV cars? And I started doing research and I saw certain ones, like that just so happens. And every month it changes. So if you're not picky about lease or buy, if you're not picky about, you're open to different kind of... I'm not a car guy. I mean, I got the same car for 9 years. I get released the same car. So I don't need to go to a bunch of different cars. So... I felt like, let me just get a good deal. Let me go from spending $600 a month in gas to zero and see how that goes for a couple of years.
Right. Now, how long did this journey take from gas to electric?
You mean, what do you mean? Like
when you started looking for new cars, when this whole process...
When I started looking?
Yeah, when you started looking and listing out all your budget stuff and started looking for incentives and opening your... Was this like a 2-year thing you've been doing?
Or is this no. It was pretty quick. I mean, because we work like crazy, so I had like a small window. I knew I was forced into it because the lease was up. The lease, I'm a deadline.
You got a deadline.
I'm a deadline.
You got a deadline.
So like, when the lease was up and I was working against the deadline. Once I focus on something, I'm like, all right, let's go and do it. So, and my wife was the one who actually was like, let's go down to the auto mall, just start talking to people. And that really is what changed the game. Because we just went to the Thousand Oaks one, and you can just go to, there's a million places, right? We went to Jeep, we went to Mazda, we went to Ford. We just started talking to people, and you just getting the deals, bang, bang, bang. You can look it up online too.
So is this like a month process?
Yeah, maybe like 3 weeks.
So 3 weeks for you, a normal consumer. Is it safe to say 6?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, and you can be looking into it. You could
I think
it could
most
be quick.
people are impulsive.
It
they
could
just
be
want to
quick.
get it done.
They don't want to let
like,
you out of
exactly.
They don't want to let you out of the dealership.
Yeah, but what I like,
that's a good amount of time to look.
I like what he said though. Search the incentives; they change all the time.
Well, every month.
Every month, there's changing incentives. Look for if you're not bent on a specific
EV,
car,
especially California.
But I'm translating this to anything, not just EV, just in life.
Yeah.
Like if you're not dead set that you have to have this certain car, incentives. They change them every month.
Yeah.
Go for the incentives. Go for the deals. Go where they're going to give you the most.
Rebates, discount, end of
All
the month.
that. Charger.
That's what really that aside from driving it and being comfortable enough to say, okay, I could drive this for 2 years. The Costco membership knocking off a price, or like the money that they're putting towards the charger, or like, anything like that will help sell you on, every $1,000 is $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably go over the miles and end up spending it again. Like that's my typical MO.
That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But that's a good exercise to see if it actually makes sense. He commutes. He understands what his gas bill is. So take that gas bill of half for your wife and half for you, and that's your payment for an EV. Now it's just a wash, and then whatever the electric bill is, Like that's your delta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been told it's like 8. I've been told. I don't know. I can't confirm this. It's like $8 or $10 a charge.
Oh,
But I'm not
God.
charging it every night
For a full tank.
for a full
Like
juice.
charge.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
a full juice.
That's
makes sense.
nothing.
Right, but that's
Nothing.
That's what I've been told. I'll let you know. And I have solar, so it's a bit weird. Like the overage goes into the electric, and I don't fully understand.
Like I was saying, I'm
this is
paying
my problem.
$150 every 3 days
Yeah.
at the gas station.
Yeah.
In my truck. I mean,
I'm not-
if I had $10 for every full charge, how long will that charge last you?
Well, all right. So like I went about 50 miles, I think, a day, maybe 60 miles a day. So like
Total commute.
70, 140. I'll charge it every 3 days.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was a 3-day
I'll
charge.
charge it every 3 days, and then over
$10
the
every
Thanksgiving
3 days.
break.
Come on.
Over
$20 a week.
Over Thanksgiving break, I barely went anywhere with it because I took the other car. So like it just sat there. I didn't charge it for
Yeah.
like 5 days. So sometimes,
And you leased it.
and I leased it.
What about the
Because
payment? Are the payments are they comparable? Or are you paying like thousands of dollars for the EV and
No, I'm paying less. My lease payment
yeah,
is less, much
It-
less.
less than the gas car.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're paying now less because you're doing
and I did
$10 a charge.
I did an upfront payment for 2 years, so you pay it all at once to save another $2,000.
Oh man.
So like I was, just like my mindset was just like, let's do savings. Like that was the
Perfect student, man.
yeah.
Perfect viewer.
I know. I've been converted
I
because
love
of
it.
Born Broke.
I love
I
it.
think he's just supporting us, and he came out of the box savvy.
No,
See what I'm saying?
I will attest to this. Early days,
Yeah.
he was listening to us on Spotify.
Yes.
When you didn't upload us on Spotify, he was angry.
I
knew.
Well,
I was
can
like,
do
where is
it.
the Spotify release?
yeah.
I can do it just for him.
Well, you had a car versus lease episode that I listened to.
Yeah, with Ray the car guy.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings me to the point of I wouldn't personally, I just don't think there's enough, not data, but if I buy a car, you can see the values, right?
Yeah.
If you purchase an EV because of the amount that you can run it, how many, like 100,000 miles, there becomes this, similar with a Prius, you like run into this battery issue. You have to replace the whole battery. So it's like, how, like in 5 years when there's, I mean, Teslas have been around, I think, for what, 10 years, roughly? Like how many of those, how many Teslas are on the road that are like 200,000 miles?
Well,
like a Toyota.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
we had Greg on who
Yeah.
talked about the 2006 models, I believe, right?
that
2006?
have supercharging
lifetime
for
free supercharging.
Yeah.
So he was saying if you could find a 2006 model, which is quite old now,
yeah.
they're worth their weight in gold. He did a whole math equation.
And there's a lot, exactly, like I would love to, like, I like details, like getting into the weeds of the car that you bought and then how long you can take. Well, you leased it, but if you were to purchase it, how long can you take that car, like a Cadillac, a Tesla, or whatever, that you're spending? Some of these are like 40 grand, some are 100 grand. How long can you take that
Lifespan.
vehicle?
Like can you do 300,000 miles on it?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Before
we know
before
that
you have a battery that supersedes what you paid for the car.
exactly. So like so that, and then that's a conversation, and then the other conversation is like, this whole carbon footprint, like a fossil fuel car, is this footprint, and then electric. Oh, there's no, there obviously is a footprint to create the lithium, to mine all the elements. Like there's all these things, like which one is actually better?
Yeah, you're getting into the
environment.
You're getting into that propaganda.
The disposal,
Of course.
the disposal
So
of a
when
vehicle.
Elon Musk
of an
comes
electric
on
vehicle.
and the three of us are here, we can ask Elon what he thinks of that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. I just have never gone down. For me, my whole thing is about, this is going to sound terrible. Torque is like on the top of my list, just to have that kind of power.
Yeah.
Because any electric car is like a sports car,
Yeah.
premium sports car. That, and then the car that I have now, which is paid off, but the gas, it's not paid off, right? I mean, that's just astronomical.
And oil
It's a V8.
changes.
Oil changes, brakes.
Yeah, but oil
you know,
changes. He has no oil changes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
he
saying.
Has
Like,
he does have brakes though.
all of
Yeah,
this.
brakes and wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not for an EV.
Well, you got to change
If it's the tires, but the brakes they regenerate. They slow the car down. They recharge the car.
Yeah, but you still have brakes you have to take care of.
But on a
what he was
lease-
saying is, Yeah, but what he's saying is on an EV car, regardless, there is
Yeah.
no oil.
No, there's no oil.
So you have no oil changes, and you have no gas.
Right, but there's not a lot of maintenance for those cars.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, which is
But
great.
what you're saying is why I leased it. You know what I mean?
Like,
Like, I
a
was
lease
like, I'm
is
just
like-
kind
He
of
doesn't have
dipping my toe in for 2 years and seeing.
If
Yeah.
if that car has an issue or there's like you're like, here you go.
Just gives it back.
And yeah, so
And if he loves it, he buys it out.
That's a beautiful car, by the way.
Thanks.
That front end and that hood and that grill, like perfect. Like
See, sometimes George, he'll go off on his own island, and he just won't stop.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying like he made a good choice in that car.
I
mean,
know.
if it's like $2,000 a month, maybe not. But
I know, but you've been talking for like 18 minutes.
no, I haven't.
We've been quiet, and we've been respectful.
18 minutes.
It's been about 18
No,
minutes.
I was digging what he was saying. I know what he's saying.
I know. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's been talking for a long time, and I'm agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree too.
I mean, why are you letting me spool off and go to the island? Just cut me off.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying.
You have this is your show.
He's really enjoying. Our guest is enjoying you talking.
I am.
No, I'm not. I'm just into electric cars, and I'm like, he's like selling me on it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I bet you show up in one not too
I
long.
might get a side job as an electric car salesman.
I mean, look.
You know, here's something funny. It's like every time you go into one of these dealerships, they want your number. You know, they want your info. So we're going in and out of the dealerships. What's your name? What's your numbers? Let me write it down.
Yeah.
I see the guy put, and I never thought I'd be driving an electric car, right? I see the guy put my name in Adam EV. I was like, I'm Adam EV?
You call him out?
No, I was just
Oh, you
laughing.
should.
I said to my wife in the car,
My last
I was
name
like,
is
can't
not
believe I'm
EV.
Adam EV. Like, I was like, I'd say, welcome to Born Broke with Adam EV.
Yeah, that's well.
But don't you do that? You're like, like Tony Mechanic and
Yeah, you
know,
wanna-
that's like
It's a little reminder. note.
yeah, like
Yeah.
just like
But
Yeah.
but that means
Hannah
you
therapist.
must not be selling too many EV cars if you're Adam EV.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, but maybe
Yeah.
that's why these deals are I'm seeing a lot of these incentive deals are 2-year lease deals. So I think they're kind of like, they get kickbacks from the manufacturers to get the cars on the roads,
Yeah.
and they're kind of like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Take it out. Like just
a
like this
2-year
guy.
lease?
It's a 2-year lease.
It's almost like marketing. They got to get more units out and about.
right.
it's
like,
like- it's
and
testing,
and they
too.
could resell them with 20,000, 25,000 miles on it.
Because that car, the way that car looks, it'll sell itself. It's a beautiful car. It's sexy. It looks good.
Right.
Jet black too.
Yeah, those early. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be very but those early EVs that were out there, they were ugly.
Yeah, no, they're getting
They're
better.
getting cooler,
Yeah,
and
they're
that's why
getting
I tried the Blazer because I was
Yeah.
like, it looked cool.
Yeah.
It was it's not a Tahoe, but
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I'll test drive this and take a look. And then
Yeah.
the deal on it was like a $6,000 upfront payment for 2 years, 10,000 miles. So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's like $300 a month, maybe for two. I don't know. You're the numbers guy, but it was like a 24-month, 10,000 miles, maybe $300 a month ish. It's like
Yeah.
not a bad deal.
What's the thing you, as of now, what's the thing you hate the most about the car?
The software stuff, because like I feel like, first of all, I miss a gear shift. I like a gear shift where you crank, I'm like pressing a button, and, like, oh, let me put it into reverse. It's a little dainty.
Yeah.
That, and then, I'll plug it in and it'll say unable to charge. And I'm like, oh God, what do you mean? And overnight, I'll be like, oh my God, it's not charging. Like, what am I going to do if in the morning I'm not going to go to work? Like, what's the deal? And then in the morning, it's like, it's charged, but it said it wasn't charged. And, maybe the app's not talking to the car properly because of a wireless. There's a lot of that kind of stuff
Gotcha.
that you have to, that you don't have to deal with a regular car.
Got it.
That you just turnkey, you're going, put your gas in,
What are the two favorite things of the car?
I think I think the speed of it is, just stepping on that gas pedal and you're just gone. I think is kind of a good, like George said, the torque.
See, torque is at the top of his list.
I wasn't even getting it for that, but it's a nice touch.
Oh.
And then
It's like
I think
a,
the money save has got to be. This is why I wanted to talk about it. Look, we were talking about like the money savings of it right now. I mean, I don't know how. I think that's the point of incentives, though, right? Like maybe 5 years from now, the electric cars start going up and up. Like I'm noticing the plug-in hybrids, because there's hybrid and plug-in hybrid. I didn't really know much about the difference.
Yeah, you
now
can
I
run
do.
electric, yeah.
But the hybrid is like you put gas in and it charges that battery.
Correct.
The plug-in hybrid, you could plug in and go for 30 miles on
Full electric.
Yeah, full.
Mhm.
So the plug-in hybrids are quite expensive now. I'm noticing in the deals. Like those are the ones that are more expensive. So like maybe 5 years from now, the EV cars aren't getting the big deals. Like there's a Hummer deal right now that's like 0 APR.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, dude.
Yeah, I saw you looking at that, right?
Not a fan.
No, but I'm saying
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 0 down, 0 interest, $6.99 a month. I'm probably gonna have him in my driveway.
I knew you were looking at that.
You're gonna get a Hummer?
Yep. As soon as he got an EV, I'm gonna get that
He's gonna
EV
flip
Hummer.
it.
Yeah.
That thing's terrible.
That thing is sexy. It's got the crab crawl. Have you seen that? All 4-wheel steering. So literally, like all 4 wheels, you can turn and you can crab crawl.
I know. My Cybertruck does that. So just to clarify.
What about that robo car that could work for you? We were talking about that the other day.
The robots.
Yeah. There's a car that you can get the Tesla without the steering wheel that.
Oh, it works for you.
That
like
then
you
while you're sleeping, it's doing Ubers.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I mean,
that's crazy.
You know,
I think that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you. Like, do you have any last things as a consumer moving from gas to EV that you could share with me?
I mean, I'm still kind of new at it, but
you'll be back.
So far I'll be back.
Okay.
And I feel like, so far so good. I think it's not bad helping the planet out if it's true. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know
it
the
is.
conspiracy theories
Like,
of the.
but let's break it down.
I would
where
like to, I
Yeah.
don't want to be causing any problems out here, Like if we're saving
Yeah.
money and helping the
Yeah.
planet and it's comfortable and it's cheaper, I don't see the downside here.
I don't know. You tell us. If you see a downside, write in the comments. If you don't, write in the comments. Subscribe, like. Adam,
Yes.
Shaps, thanks for being here, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Adam, the man.
And
I
that's
love That's a wrap, folks.
yeah.